popping up from behind a bank of sunflowers. Hello and welcome to our allotment. Come and have a look at this. Come on, follow me round. Come on, cameraman. Have a look at this sign on our plot. It says Pickles and Jeni's allotment, with a hand-painted red watering can on one side, some orange carrots on another. So I thought we'd have a quick guided tour of the plot. Let's see what's happening at the moment. Here we have 4 raised beds, which we rotate every year. The first bed has tomatoes in it this year. I picked the red ones this morning. Moving on, the second of the 4 picks. What's growing in this one? What's in here? Parsnips. Oh, yeah, that's right. So we've got some tiny parsnip plants here at the moment. Growing, ready for Christmas. And in front of the sunflowers, where I was, we have our pond, where we have some pets in there. There are 2 frogs and we think 7 or 8 newts. Let's have a look, see if we can see any as we zoom into the pond. Bit of duckweed on the top there and some oxygenating plants underneath. Just give the water a flick, see if that makes anyone move around. Nope, nobody around today. And on the edge of the plot we have an old tin bath which we inherited, full of herbs. Hence we have a herbal bath. Cheap joke, not my idea, it's Pickles. No surprises there then. Moving on. The third of the raised beds. I have no idea what these are. What are they, Picks? What are these plants here? Oh, right. Swede. Okay. And in the same bed we have a lot of carrots. And in between the carrots we've got some spring onions. And the final of the 4 beds, covered in blue netting to keep the pests off, are a mixture of brassicas. Moving down the plot. Oh, hello, Nancy. Hello, Nancy the Scarecrow. Oh, charming. She's ignoring me. Anyway, Nancy's amongst the sweet corn. Zooming into these lovely big ears of corn. Ooh, can't wait. They're not ready yet. How lovely. And we did some companion planting amongst the sweet corns. So underneath, we've planted some butternut squash. Beautiful, big, yellow trumpet head flowers. Opposite the sweet corn. Oh, this is an interesting veg. Have a look at these. These are beautiful, dark purple spheres. And that's kohlrabi. Bit like a radish. We like them raw. Just peel them and then throw some olive oil and a bit of lemon juice on. Absolutely delicious. Also under that netting are some cabbages, and then next to them are some French beans. Very low growing plants. Lovely little white flowers, and the beans are about 5-6 inches long. They're a bit thin at the moment. Need a bit more water and a bit of sun to grow. In the same bed we have some other beans, the runner beans. Wait, cameraman, where are you going? We've seen Nancy. Right, back to the beans. I picked most of them this morning, but I appear to have missed a few years. So let's collect these. Yeah, that's a good size. Oh, reaching right up to get one at the top here. Next to the runner beans, oh, I do love these plants, chickpeas. We've been growing them for the last couple of years. Such a pretty plant, a proper feathery leaf. And look at these little pods. I'm just going to open one up for you. There we go. Open the pod, and there is one light green, perfectly formed chickpea. Oh, I'll just pop that in my mouth. Why not? They're really nice, actually, when they're young like this. They're quite sweet and a bit nutty. Very nice. Opposite the chickpeas, under cover again, are... what are they, Pix? What's growing under these? What have we covered up in this little arch thing? Well, okay, so we think it's Brussel sprouts. Ready for Christmas. And then it's the potato beds. We've got some late potatoes that are still there, not ready yet, and we've dug up most of them, the earlies and the mids, and they're already stored in the shed at home. Opposite the spuds were the peas, the frames for the peas to grow up. There's more brassicas in between them, and we have one row of cucumbers. Just zooming in on these beautiful, bright green, shiny cucumbers. Look at those gorgeous things. As we continue, we're about halfway down the plot now. We have an arch with some jasmine and clematis growing up it, with a raspberry bed on one side. Let me just taste that. Oh, and just give one to the cameraman. Have to keep them happy. Got a thumbs up from Pix there. That's good. So that's one of the fruit beds. Through the arch, and on the right-hand side, we have a bed here with a nice random sunflower. Well, why not? A fair few leeks growing in this bed, along with some salad, lettuce, another cucumber and some tomatoes. Opposite that bed is a flower bed. It was basically a wildflower bed, but we've also got some bulbs in there, cheating a bit, trying to get a bit more colour through the year. At the moment is a mass of yellow poppies. We've had so many different coloured poppies this year. It's been beautiful. Behind the flower beds, this year, a really good year for spinach and chard. All our chard this year has a yellow stem, a deep mustard colour yellow stem with a dark green leaf. Look at that, gorgeous. And also we're now starting to pick kale. Oh, I always forget the name of this one. What is it, Pix? Oh, yeah, it begins with a C. And is it a B or a V? Yep. Cavolo Nero. Absolutely delicious. So, so good for you. And, of course, the famous courgettes. Come and have a look at these babies. Really, I have to show you these just to prove that I'm not actually going to the market and buying courgettes and lying about how many we're growing. So you can see there are some here. I picked 7 this morning, so there's no big ones to show you, but I can show you some little babies. Look at these yellow ones. We've got 3 yellow plants and 4 green this year. So yeah, so this lovely bright yellow, about 3 inches courgette. And in the same bed, we have a small apple tree. It's got a fair few apples on it, but it's a bit diseased this year. I don't know, some black spots on the apples. And here we have a lovely little beauty. Look at that head of Calabrese broccoli to you and me. Just give it a little stroke. Grow, my beauty, grow, grow, ready for me to eat. Lovely. And we're nearly at the bottom of the plot now. We have a massive fig tree. It's laden this year, and we've put some big blue nets over the figs. I absolutely adore figs, but so do the birds. So we put the net on to save as many as we can. They're a lovely bright green, and they go paler as they become ripe. Really, really sweet, a very soft flesh. So there's plenty for the birds. They can have those that are high up, and anything that I can reach is for us. And now it's time for a cup of tea. Into the shed we go. There's a J and a P in the window, Let's pop the kettle on there on the guest stove, have a little sit down. So I hope you've enjoyed this guided tour of our plot. We are planning a few more of these vlogs. Some will be signed, they'll be voiced, we'll have captions and some audio description for you as well for our visually impaired friends. So thank you for watching. That's it for now. Bye-bye.